We had Prince, Coldplay, Beyonce and Bruce Springsteen. They've all performed in the halftime show in the years gone by. And this year, it's been Bad Bunny. Now, you might not recognise him, but he made history at the Grammys last week, becoming the first artist to win Album of the Year for recording a song entirely in Spanish. But it's not just about the sport and the music. The commercials are also big, big business here. And Katie Skingle is a marketing expert and can chat to us about the big names from last night. Good morning, Katie.
Hello, Steph. How are you?
Very well, thank you. I think this is really interesting. It's sort of like looking in at a zoo from the spectacle that is the Super Bowl. This is massive in America. I don't think we have anything quite at the same scale over on this side of the pond, actually. Commercially, this is a huge, huge business as well. Do these ads actually have an impact in 2026, Katie?
Oh, absolutely. It's one of the reasons why people compete to have the slots. And at £8 million for a 30-second slot, you wouldn't think there'd be as much competition. But they absolutely are. And if you're looking to differentiate yourself or stand out in a crowded marketplace, then, you know, certainly it will signal that you're a major player if you're prepared to hand over that kind of level of cash. So,
yeah.
And the tracking for them, I mean, the supportive digital and social campaigns that take place leading up to it means, and post-event, means that they are getting a little bit more than their 30 seconds for that money.
Are we seeing a bit more development in ads as well? Because I've been having a look online and a lot of people have been talking about the way that AI has been used in this advertising. We've seen some big names, Ben Affleck, Jason Alexander, Matt LeBlanc, Alfonso Ribeiro. They starred in a Dunkin' Donuts commercial. We had Bradley Cooper and Matthew McConaughey as well for Uber Eats. You know, but a lot of people have been talking about the use of AI within these adverts. Do you think that is having an impact, or is that taking away from the creativity and meaning that people can't trust the consumer can't trust the marketing in the same way?
So I'm a massive fan of AI and the way that the technology is moving. It's here to stay. So it's just seeing how it's adopted in different ways. However, when they looked at AI entering the advert marketplace in the Super Bowl last year, it wasn't seen as something that was well received from the audiences, actually. So it would be interesting to see post this event, survey-wise, because as you quite rightly say, there was even more AI adoption and AI promotion. So Gemini, OpenAI, they were all actually promoting themselves during those £8 million 30-second ads as well. So it would be definitely interesting to see how that is perceived. However, Pepsi is a great example of how they didn't go down the AI production route in comparison to their competitor Coca-Cola, who did for their Christmas advert, where they also received negative attention for that, and Pepsi deliberately did not adopt an AI approach towards theirs, although they did bring Coca-Cola into the mix. If you saw that one, did you see that advert, Steph?
No,
the Pepsi
I haven't.
One with the pole. So Pepsi very cleverly decided to showcase polar bears, which is obviously traditionally a Coca-Cola mascot.
Yeah.
They showed them in therapy because during the taste test, the polar bears had picked Pepsi instead. And that was a nice turn of events. That had Taika Waititi, who's an amazing Oscar-winning director, who is promoting and delivering and directing more adverts now. He seems to be in high demand for brands to be able to get hold of him as well. So not all AI.
Yeah, of
not
course.
all AI.
We've not got much time with you, Katie, but I do want to know, there's no secret that, you know, the US at the moment is having a lot of political turmoil. I know when Bad Bunny came out, he did talk about all of the countries in America, including Canada, Puerto Rico, Mexico, all of this. Is there, for advertisers, is there, you know, in a very political world where a lot of things are, you know, they do come back to politics. We saw it with the Grammys recently as well. Is there a bit of a sort of an issue with advertisers? Are they feeling a bit nervous about the political landscape at the moment when it comes to putting themselves on the big screen out there?
So the Super Bowl's always kind of been split into three anyway, hasn't it? Which is sport, music, i.e. the halftime show, and the advertisers. So I don't think so. However, any kind of content that's streamed on a global scale is going to have messaging attached to it. And obviously, I think one of the things that Bad Bunny, Lady Gaga and the performers at the halftime show tried to do is, because of that unrest and that political stress that's taking place in America at the moment. One of the things that they did try to do is to look to unite, and in fact the camera zoomed in on the ball at the end of their performance and it said, "Together we are America." So it's interesting to see, as you say, that you've looked at that from a political messaging point of view. There's always a version of that, as you say, in any and all large events at the moment, particularly while there is unrest in that country.
Absolutely. Katie, lovely to chat. Thank you so much for your time. That's Katie Skingle, marketing expert, talking about the big boys here playing in the game, marketing for the Super Bowl. What did she say? £8 million, was it, for 30 seconds of advertisement? 8 million. There must be some kind of return level here. I'd be really interested to see how long it takes them to get that recognisable, that brand awareness into the audience. And it's not just, for Americans, is it? This is a global thing, mostly targeted at America. But it's really interesting. You see them pumping out all of the big celebrities in this. AI is now being used. I wonder what the Super Bowl adverts are going to look like in 10 years' time. Will they even need to pay? Will it be as expensive? Particularly with how people view things nowadays, and adverts. A lot of people can record things and skip through them, and it's really interesting, isn't it? I'm looking forward to seeing how it evolves over the next 10 years. Big thanks to Katie Skingle for chatting to us all about that today.